Hey everyone, I'm Holly, and today we're making the stir-fried Chinese flank steak with broccoli. So obviously all of this is what you're going to need, and a steak. It doesn't matter if it's flank steak. I mean, flank steak is obviously, more of an expensive cut, so you can get a cheaper one. I just have the sirloin steak, so you'll need a head of broccoli, soy sauce, sugar, cornstarch, ginger, and olive oil. Now I'm going to be pairing this later with some brown rice that I have cooking right now, and let's get started. Okay. First you're going to want to start with your marinade for your flank steak. That is about a teaspoon of cornstarch, 4 teaspoons of soy sauce, and a pinch of sugar. I don't usually measure, but I'm going to measure it today. Well, kind of measure. And we're going to give that a stir. Now I'm just using a glass pie plate to kind of just mix everything in and marinate the beef. You can use whatever works for you. And then you're going to want to move your marinade out of the way and get down to business with your meat. Nice big knife, and you're going to want to cut it very thin to cut up your flank steak. Just really thin pieces work, because it is a stir fry, so it's got to cook quickly. So. Okay, now that your beef is all cut, take your marinade and put your beef in it. Kind of make sure you turn everything about and coat it evenly. Okay, and set this aside. Now that that's prepped, you want to do your broccoli. You should use Chinese broccoli, but I'm not. I'm using regular broccoli. With another knife, just kind of first peel off the leaves. Okay, and break off your pieces, your crowns, florets. Okay, sorry about that, the camera died. Okay, so start cutting your broccoli up. You want it in long, thin pieces at about 30-degree angle is what they say, but I don't really follow recipes. So, just nice, thin bits. And then, to add to your marinade, because I completely forgot, you want to use a mandolin, or you can do this by hand, but julienne some ginger, yes, there's supposed to be a safety guard that you use, but I don't. It just doesn't feel right. Love the smell of ginger. Okay. So you want to finely julienne. It's going to be very thin. And toss that into your marinade. Do you need something? Okay. Now, your oil is heated up. You're going to want to toss in your broccoli. And try not to drop it. You're going to want to stir fry this on medium high, about an 8-ish, from 0 to 10, and for probably about 2 or 3 minutes. And I'm getting blurry on you because of the steam. Okay, and when that's done, you're going to take it all, dump it into a dish, and put that over there. You're going to want to cover it with something. You're going to want to toss in some more oil for your steak. I just have a little white wine in there to deglaze the pan a little bit. You toss in some steak when it's hot. Okay. The aroma. I personally like to use tongs for it. Anyway, just let that go for a few minutes. You don't have to leave it in giant chunks like this. My husband loves big meat pieces, so I leave big meat pieces in. You can cut it into smaller bite-sized pieces, and you also don't need all of this meat. Again, my husband is a steak lover, so that is what I do for him. And just cover that for a few minutes, and while you're doing that, you want to make your thickening sauce for all of this, which is about a tablespoon of cornstarch, about a half a teaspoon of sugar, 2 teaspoons of soy sauce, and about a 1/4 cup of water. Now you're going to need about a teaspoon of cornstarch. Again, I don't typically measure, however, today I will. Stir up your steak there. And it smells beautiful. Anyway, okay, cornstarch. Now we need about a half a teaspoon of sugar. Just any sugar, or sugar substitute. About 2 teaspoons of soy sauce. And then you just stir up. Okay, now that your steak is almost completely cooked through, you add in your broccoli. Yay! I love the way broccoli looks when it's cooked. It's that bright, crisp green. You just toss it a bit. My little helper fell asleep. She fell asleep on me. Okay. Also, totally apologize for my hand being in the way. I'm left-handed. Camera's on my left. And that looks perfect. Okay, now you add in your thickening sauce. And you just cook it over medium. You want to turn your heat down to about a 6. And let it sit there. Toss it a couple of times. You want your juices to thicken. Not like solidify, but more to like a gravy consistency. Besides rice, this would also go really great with some chow mein or some egg noodles, or you could even make it into a sandwich, I guess. You want it to keep going. It's going to thicken up quite a bit. Oh, it's the counter. And then you are all done. And you just plate it. You basically just take the steak and the broccoli and you put it over some rice or your noodles, whatever you've chosen to serve with it. It's actually pretty good. If you want to see more, please put a thumbs up. If you like this video, please put a thumbs up. And tomorrow we will be doing Mongolian beef with rice or Italian barley and chicken casserole. We'll see. Again, thumbs up the video. And we'll see you tomorrow.